I've been having some trouble getting started here. Trying to do an impromptu out there. Cell phone. Early? Hello, Randall uh, and Mark. How are you guys doing? I hope you can let me know in chat that you got a new setup going. Okay. Let me switch over to this other view here. Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now, Randall?
Okay.
Okay, so the sound is working on my cell phone. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to be able to take a look at chat, but what I'm going to do is walk outside. My plan is tonight to have my cell phone as a camera, and when a train goes by my shop, to run outside and show you the train. And also, hey Anthony, how are you doing, sir? So I'm gonna walk outside my shop here, and I'm gonna climb a little hill in the yard there, and where I would potentially be if I was showing you a live train. Bit of an echo. Okay, let me turn off my other mic here. Okay, now you can tell me whether or not there's an echo. Now we're just getting sound off the cell phone, so hopefully there's no echo. So I've muted my mics on my desktop and my and hopefully you're not getting an echo. So if somebody could let me know how good the sound is here, if there's an echo or not, I would appreciate it. I guess you're not working it. Sound good? Okay. All right. So we lost the echo. So now I'm going to go outside, and I won't be able to check chat while I'm doing this. But I'm going to go outside, go up on the hill. I'm going to say a few things about what I'm seeing. Maybe I'll mention the Allegheny River out there or something, and then we'll see what you can hear. Okay. Nice if I unlock the door. Across the street you can see the hot dog stand that is now a sub shop. And now I'm walking out to the street here. This is Freeport Road. Fairly busy street in Pittsburgh, even out here in the boonies. And the railroad tracks, you can probably see them just across the street there. So this would be the view that we would get of a train tonight coming down these tracks, typically in that direction. So hopefully the sound is okay. I'm coming back inside and you can tell me. It does say that I'm still connected. You're getting a view of my shop, such as it is. Needs a fair amount of work. Here's, I redid this area. It was just a mailbox with a couple of letters on it, so I redid that area. I can see one thing, my shaky hands are making this video kind of shaky, so let me know what you think about that too. All right. I'm back in the shop now. Oh, you're not working. Okay, Randall, so was that, you say the sound was good, Randall, was that when I was outside on the hill? Okay, Mark. I don't think they do tacos over there, but they do a damn good hamburger. You know, I'm a regular customer over there, so they're probably spoiling me. But the last time I went over there for a cheeseburger, it had 3 patties on it and 3 pieces of cheese. It was just like this monstrous thing. So, all right, cool. So that looks like it's going to work. And I'll work on a way to suspend the camera, the cell phone up here. Now, tell me about video quality when I was up on the hill, though, and I was showing you where the train was going to be. Was that too shaky? Maybe I should have a maybe I should have a tripod set up out there that I could go out and put the phone on. Because if it was too shaky to really enjoy the footage, you know, then that would not be good. Yeah, you know, that's a great place over there, Randall. If you ever visit me here at the shop, and you all are always welcome to visit me here at the shop, I'll definitely take you over there. I'm really excited. Video look good too? Okay, thank you, Randall. I appreciate it. You know, I've got what they call essential tremors. I probably mentioned this before on other live streams. When the neurologist told me I had essential tremors, I said, there's nothing essential about it. And he said, okay, thank you, Mark. Yeah, I know I've got a problem. He said, you got essential tremors. I said, there's nothing essential about it. And he said, oh no, you don't understand. That means it's part of your essence. And at that point I should have said, you have no idea what's causing this then. But, so I've got these essential tremors. My old man had them. My son already has them. He just turned 30. So, you know, it's kind of a pain in the ass. I can still model, though. You know, I really have to focus. And I've got this. I need to do a video on this thing, and I need to learn how to use it a little bit better while we're speaking of essential tremors. But I've got this thing. Let me switch my view here so you don't have to deal with the cell phone. Mute, right. I've got to go back here to be on the shit. All right. Let me see.
Okay, hopefully you hear me now. When I'm on the stream with the cell phone, I'm audio from the cell phone. And I'm on the monitor only. Here comes a train.
Here's a good live test of this. Boy, I was slow on the draw there. I should have heard that horn sooner. They blow for a bunch of crossings around here. That was two NS head units. Well, nothing like a little excitement. We've got a ambulance coming through in addition to a train. Neighborhood back there. This is a really long train. Obviously, you can see loaded coal hoppers. They don't look like rotary dump cars, though. Well, while we're enjoying the train, here's my latest slogan on the sign. I need to figure out how to change this Willie's Beer Distributorship sign, but there's a slope there, so I can't. And the end of the sign that opens is the one closest to the street. Here's the end of the train. I was hoping for a little pusher unit back here, but no such luck. All right, I'm coming back inside. Wow, that ambulance is really close to the shop. I hope that's not somebody I know. I do know a few people who live back up in there. All right.
Yeah, right. So that's the NS line out there. And it's surprising how often there's a heritage unit.
It's usually the Monon heritage unit, but there are some other heritage units. Every now and then there's a little CX power that goes through there. Honestly, I don't jump up and look at every train. There's 5 or 6 trains that go by a day, and I've usually got my head down doing something in the back of the shop, and I just can't run out and watch the trains every day.
All right,
thanks, Mark. I appreciate your commentary. Maybe I'll just leave it on the cell phone setup during the live stream. So how was the footage of the train? Was that okay? Do you think that would work okay during a live stream tonight? If there was a train and there was daylight? That's really the question. Otherwise, I can just go back to my normal setup. Do we have echo now? Probably. And so I need to mute both of my mics here. There we go. Okay, cool. Thank you, Randall. Hey, buddy. I appreciate your feedback. Before I go, Randall, I'm not going to stay on a long time. This is great. I validated my setup on what I need to do. But what are you working on today, Randall? What's going on? You say you're not working today, so maybe you're working on your railroad. Are you doing any more work on that painting project? I love painting. You've probably seen my videos about my spray booth setup, so I'm really psyched about your project there to do the painting. You know, that's good. Now, I don't know if it's as humid where you are as it is where I am, it might not be the best day to paint, but outside. But because I'm assuming you have to use your airbrush outside. I don't know if I lost her, but I'm still trying to figure out how to read the stats on Prism Live. It may be that I don't have anybody on right now. I'm not sure. Okay. I got an answer from Randall. Shit. Heart issues, putting a damper on things. No shit. That's a total understatement, Randall. You got to take care of yourself. So, all right, man. Well, take it easy. Stay cool. Drink a lot of water. As tempting as it might be to drink a lot of sugar water, you need to just drink a lot of plain water. I have a rule when I go out to eat. Oh, you're wearing a monitor. That sounds inconvenient. I have a rule when I'm going out to eat, and that is I have to drink as much water as I do sugar water. So if I finish a glass of Coke, I've got to finish a glass of water. And it's surprising, I'm usually ahead on the water, drinking the water. So, but you got to hydrate. You got to get plain water into your system. It is honestly a lot better. And it stops me from eating as much, which I think is also pretty cool. So, all right, Randall, hey, Jerry, I was just about to go. I'm testing, and we just caught a train. Randall Ellison and I just caught a train, and Mark at M&M Rails was on at the time, too. I ran outside with my cell phone and filmed a NS coal drag going by, and I'm just checking my audio, make sure that everything was working for the stream tonight. So what are you up to, Jerry? You got any projects going? Randall is kind of stuck with health issues and can't really make a lot of progress on projects right now given the heat. Audio is out of sync. That's interesting. Thank you, Jerry. Let me see. I think there's a way to... How much out of sync is it, Jerry? Is it just a second or two, or is it longer than that? Oh, yeah, Jerry, your silo kit, yeah. Let me turn on the settings in Prism Live, go to audio, and see what's going on here. Oh, really, Randall? Wow, that would be cool. I mean, I hate to see consolidation in the rail industry, but I'd love to see UP Power getting mixed in with the Norfolk Southern. That black and white scheme doesn't do anything for me. I thought there was a way to, maybe it's in advanced settings. Let me see. Stream delay. Okay. That's weird. You know, it could be. What I'm going to do, Jerry, is I'm going to switch over to another stream where I'm not using the cell phone audio, and we'll see if there's still a delay. Okay? So let me do that.
All right. Now I've switched over to use audio on my webcam. At still a delay or not? How far along are you on your kit, Jerry? Big kit. Were you and you were going to make some changes to that kit? I don't know if you saw my suggestion, Jerry, but I thought maybe you could swap out the smaller elevator that you'd already built, move it closer to the edge of the layout, and put the new elevator towards the back, whether you'd have more space and you have to. Okay, all right. So it's something to do with the cell phone setup and that audio. Probably not too distracting when I'm not on screen and you can't see a difference between my lips and sound. Randall, you know a lot about the rail industry. I know that a lot more than me. That's uh, that's cool. Yeah, I don't know if that'll work, Jerry. Just trying to solve your problem because I know you got to saw kits up and make them shower and stuff. It's just trying to find a easier way to the finish possible. Yeah, I want to be able to run outside and show people the trains going by the shop at least once. And I can also walk around the shop and it is just total mess. You can find me my first tape. Um, but I can at least show people, hey, here's the workshop, my progress, here's the grow room, here's my progress, that sort of thing. I could show them my bench table, my bench project rather. So that's kind of the purpose. A little bit compromised because I can't see the chat while I'm walking around with the cell phone. But at least it would give me an opportunity to show people what I'm working for and show people. That's really, and I'll probably I could use the phone as my desktop camera and it up here, put a cell phone here, have it look down at the desktop, work on it because I probably am going to have to fill up an hour of Sidetrack Sunday solo. Yeah, I know, Randall. You've got a good reason to be up to speed on the railroad, but I appreciate getting that data from you. It's cool to get the perspective of someone who's working in the system about what's. For example, I had no idea. Yeah, I usually, Jerry, I have two cameras going. I have the cell phone going, and also my uh, my typical webcam. Usually have two going, so face at all time. So it would, but yeah, you're right, Jerry. I mean, we do have anti-monopoly laws in place. That would be a big one. That would be a big merger. From a modeling standpoint, I think UP is one of the worst for protecting their intellectual property rights, not allowing model companies to do stuff without permission. So that would be a negative. breaking up. If that keeps going on, I'll have to see if I can do. The other thing I noticed, Jerry, is that Prism Live. That I use Prism Live technology for my broadcasting. Reading Randall's comment here. Yes, railroads are businesses where economies of scale is uh, critical. So being large helps. To a certain extent, it's grow or die. Yeah, I'm not in love with the microphone on this webcam. I had so much trouble. I've got a studio quality microphone here that I poured for my audio tracks when I do a voiceover on my YouTube videos, and it works great for that. Could not get it to go. So my first few live streams were absolutely horrible from audio because of. So they've been improved by using webcam microphone. It's all fascinating. A little disappointing, right? We like variety of railroads on the rails. Breaking up bad. I don't think. Top boy. Thank you for the QC work on my audio, Jerry. I really, I've had so many problems with audio. Almost enough to get me to stop live stream. Such a pain. Yeah, let us know if you hear it, Rand. Oh, it's not on Jerry's. Jerry's got the scientific method in his bones. Knows how to diagnose these things. Quiet on them. Got the gain jacked up way on that. Quiet on the mic. Mike is a pretty good distance away from. So why it would be having a problem. Going to check the connection of the mic to uh, see itself and make a speak back. All right, it seemed okay. It's a USB connection. Seemed like it was all right back there. Yeah, I've got to work on the. Oh wow, that's pretty. That's pretty bad, Jerry, if it's dropping every fourth word. Thought the webcam, huh, not over. Let me show you what. Uh, Not maxing out the audio, not clipping that. That's what I can. For settings to look up here. Guess what I can do is I can try the boom. I've got a willing audience. Okay, how's that? Can you hear me now? Hey, Floyd. If thanks for showing up. I'm trying to test some audio. Wow, now this is really peaking out. So let me know, Jerry. There, I've made some adjustments, and I'm on my boom mic. Let me know if you can hear me. So, can you hear me now? Is the question. I switched over to my boom mic. I've made some adjustments to the gain on it, and we'll see if it works. Better, you're saying. Okay. Well, let me keep going with the boom mic for a while, and we'll see if that works or not. It'd be cool if it did work. I don't know why it didn't work before, and I had to switch over to my webcam for audio, but we'll see how it works. Floyd, what are you doing? Are you working on any modeling projects this afternoon? Boxcar Jerry's working on a silo kit. Thanks, Randall. Appreciate that feedback. Okay. All right. Well, I switched over. This story of this boom mic is kind of crazy. I went to, it's a blue microphone, like the blue Yeti microphones. This is a blue studio microphone that's used by, was probably used by a band in Denton, Texas, big music city, Denton. And I went to a pawn shop, and here it was. So I got it for like $50, and so it's kind of a high-end microphone, which I would like to use. So, hey, thank you guys for being on and doing this audio test with me. The fact that I was able to get my boom mic working. Okay. Which race is today, Floyd? And do you have a favorite driver? I'm an F1 guy when I follow motorsports. I'm not really much of a motorsport guy, I'll have to admit. I'm at the shop. I've got to work on my Sidetrack Sunday presentation. I've got to get my excellent, Randall. I look forward to seeing that update about your painting project. I love painting projects. Okay, Dover. I can't. Dover is not a road course, right? It's an oval. So I can't remember a lot about the Dover course. I saw a few
NASCAR races at Texas Motor Speedway, and I went up and saw some open wheel stuff up there as well. And strangely, you think if I'm interested in F1, I would have gone to Austin, but I never made it to Austin. A little clipping? Yeah, it is. I'm going to turn it down a little bit more. Thank you, Jerry. I appreciate you getting me to fine tune this. It does look like it might be clipping out just a little bit, so I'm going to lower this gain down even further. There we go. So let's see how that goes. 1 mile concrete surface. That's interesting. I don't know what that means for grip. A concrete surface strikes me. It might be more slick than asphalt. I don't know. Oh, 1 mile. That's a big oval. In other words, is what you're saying. I think. How does that compare to the Texas Motor Speedway, the TMS track that I'm familiar with, Floyd? Honestly, and I know I'm a Formula One boy, but the course at Monaco is the most incredible course in motorsport. That's just unbelievable. Okay, so it's a hard, rough surface. Interesting. Asphalt is softer than concrete, I guess, right? Interesting. Are you into driving, Floyd? No. The mic is, let me turn the camera a little bit so you can see, Jerry. The mic is right there. See it? So it's a little bit to my right, and but basically at mouth level. It's probably 10 inches away from my face, maybe. I'm not really focusing directly at it all the time. Sometimes I'm facing a little away. When I'm facing, my head's over this way, I'm not facing directly at the mic. When I'm looking into the webcam, I'm more directly facing the mic. And maybe that's impacting sound quality. I don't know. Whoops. This is my overhead camera rig. This is like a little electric mount for this this action camera here. Oh, wow, you own some stock cars. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, that's one of those, that thing overhead is, it's one of those Manfrotto arm things. It's got, infinitely adjustable. It can hold a really heavyweight camera. So I used it for other photo setups as well. I have 2 or 3 of these. There's one right over here. So there's a overhead boom over the desk boom arm. It's actually a microphone arm. And I just clamped this. I've got some super clamps, another Manfrotto product. I've got some super clamps. Let me get this straight here. That are holding this thing up. And then, so, yeah, it's overkill. It's overkill. Yeah, and this, I can stream, like I can put different cameras up here and stream. So at least once when I did an overhead, I did, I used this camera, which is a Canon M50. I have 2 of these. These are one of the early Canon digital cameras, APS-C, but perfectly good enough for me. 1080p. It's not doing 4K or 6K or anything crazy like that. But I've had that mounted up here, aiming down, worked fine. Cabled to the computer and using Canon software. Done the same thing with Panasonic's Lumix software. Live streaming. The boom mic, as I said, is the Yeti. Is a Blue, BLUE. I believe the Yeti Snowball is a Blue product. It's Blue Yeti. So that's that company. But this is a much older mic that was used probably by a band in Denton, Texas. It's got a, wire mesh screen on it that's kind of bent up and it's been hit a few times. But again, it came from a pawn shop. Now, it took a lot to get it set up because it's got XLR. The connection is XLR. It's not USB. So I had, okay, yeah, that's a good point, Jerry. I will watch the replay, especially here towards the end, and we can see. Is it still clipping out, Jerry? That would be my question. I think I've got the gain adjusted pretty well, so it's not clipping. But are you saying it's still not that great in terms of audio, Jerry? Give it to me straight, buddy. I need the feedback. Okay, so the 1 mile track is short. I guess. Randall, how big is the course in TMS compared to Dover? Okay, so it's not the best. All right, let me increase the gain a little bit here. There was some clipping going on, so I didn't want to, maybe I can move this closer to. All right, so now I've moved the mic a little bit closer to my face. Obviously, you can kind of see it on screen. So tell me if the sound is better now with the microphone moved to a different location. I don't know a lot about mics. I don't know how the mic should exactly be oriented in connection to my face to have good sound. I don't really know. So I can see there's a digital sound meter here that looks like it's maxing out right now. So I don't want to increase the volume on the mic anymore. Okay. All right. So came down to something as simple as physical placement of the mic, perhaps. So, boy, this is all good. I really value this feedback. Okay, Texas is a half mile longer. 1.5 miles is a tri-oval. Okay. I forgot about that, Floyd. They have that like a road course almost at the front of that course. I had. Okay. All right. That's good data, guys. Thank you. I'm going to lower this down a little bit. It's still a little bit higher than my mouth. So I'm going to lower this microphone down. So it's really right in front of my face now. And I'll angle this a little bit. All right. So now I'm really talking straight into the mic. Still a little bit high. Lower it down a little bit. Okay, there we go. Okay, so maybe that'll solve it. Oh, Papa John. Yeah. That's I don't know if you know the whole story there, but that's foam that lined the workshop area in my shop. This place used to be a gunsmith, and in 2008 it was bought by a guy who turned it into a beer distributorship. And what he did was he took the machine shop and he converted it into a walk-in cooler, and he lined it with 2 layers of that foam. And I had that foam torn out by a neighborhood guy discovered mold on the back wall, which I have to do a lot of work on, but I saved a lot of this foam. This is about 30% of the foam that I saved. I saved a huge amount of foam. So this will be going on in the layout, obviously. So yeah, and tonight with the cell phone operational, what I'll do is I'll do a brief walk around in the shop and show everybody what I've been working with tonight on Sidetrack Sunday. I know you don't tune in to Sidetrack Sunday to see what uh, you know what I've been doing rehabbing this space, but it's what I'm spending a huge amount of my effort and time on. So I do like to show a little bit of it. Um, so okay, so any further reports on sound would be great. If this is working better and it seems like it's going to be okay for Sidetrack Sunday, I'm going to leave it the way it is. So and then I'm going to probably end this stream. But just because I have to get busy on other parts, I still got to get my presentation together. I've got a whole bunch of slides together about the Royal Gorge Route Tourist Railroad and one other topic, but I want to get all my slides together for the Colorado Model Train Museum there in Greeley, Michelle Kempema's place. And then I have to get together a modeling project if I run out of time on that. So I've got some work to do to get ready. I've got to get my thumbnail prepared. So, okay, Floyd, good seeing you, buddy. Hopefully I'll see you on Sidetrack Sunday tonight. But if not, have a great week. Have a great week. You know, it's interesting. YouTube is giving me a warning that my stream rate is low. So I'll probably try and adjust that. Maybe that's having an impact on my audio. I don't know. And you know, Randall, you talk about my setup. Because my setup isn't producing good audio, it sucks. Anybody on a cell phone who's got better audio than me has got a better setup than me. That's the reality. That is the reality. So, oh, cool. Cool. Which train show did you go to, Papa John? I haven't been to a train show in ages. I need to go to a train show, as you'll find out during tonight's stream if you're there. I've got a 1/72nd scale project I'm getting ready to start, a rail related project. And I'm thinking I need to get some 1/64th scale track to use for that project. So I think going to a train show would be an ideal place to do that. That would be a good place to get one because I just need like one piece of track. I'm not going to make an entire 1/72nd scale train or layout. It would just be a diorama. Ah, okay. Thank you. That's good. It's just weird. I usually get some sort of a warning about my stream rate. Yeah, Randall, it does get the job done. Oops. I seem like I'm frozen. Oh, I see. Oh, Papa John, you went to the NMRA show. Yeah, it looks like there's some buffering going on my stream rate. So let me see if I can adjust my stream rate on the fly here. Yeah, I noticed I was buffering there. It doesn't look like I can change my my stream rate on the fly. So yeah, Papa John, you need to do a video on that. Oh shoot, I'm getting more buffering here a little bit. Hmm. Oh well. Well, you can't go to all the shows. I'm getting FOMO now about the Novi show, but you know that's usually if you want to do the NMRA show right, you're talking a week flying out there. Got another train going by here. Another NS. This is empty coal hoppers. It doesn't look like rotary dump either. More coal. More coal. You know, you're spending thousands to go to the NMRA National Convention with flights, a rental car, meals. My wife always wants to go, and I just, oh man, towing the car home, Papa John. That doesn't sound good. Can't blame that on NMRA, but that sucks. But yeah, doing the NMRA show right is a very expensive proposition. You know, flying out there, staying in a hotel for a week. Um, but the clinics are outstanding, really. That's the best thing about it to me. Obviously, meeting people, but the model show is usually pretty weak. The National Train Show is always fun, and it's always worth going through a couple of times. So, I see I got a little more buffering going on there. So I do like going to the NMRA National, but it's not something I can do every year. And this year I decided to go to Sparky's meet and greet, which was in driving distance. So it's nice to be able to drive up there, just spend a couple of nights in a hotel, and see a lot of you folks. And that's really cool. That's really cool. But I guess more people than just Papa John went to NMRA. I want to say there was one or two other people in the normal crowd who were going to the NMRA show. So interesting. Whatever the reason you need to get towed, it's not a good thing. Even if it's just a couple of buck electric fan. Okay, guys, I am going to end this stream here. I really appreciate all the feedback I got on sound. And you saw Crooked Dave at Novi. Excellent, excellent. I'd love to meet him in person. And Drew, I'd like to meet Drew as well. But because he's out from the same neck of the woods, I think, as Dave. But I'm going to end the stream here. I appreciate all the feedback. I've had a few technical issues. Now, Jerry, you should know I'm thinking about paying for Prism Live because it does allow multi-streaming. So thank you, Jerry. So I think it's going to allow me to have people join me on the streams, which would be nice. So I'll have to explore that a little bit more. How much is it going to cost, and that sort of thing, or do I have to switch over to the duck? I would never live that down with James at Dundas Junction if I did. But at any rate, Thanks again. I really appreciate it, guys, giving me the feedback on my audio and my setup. I'm excited, hopefully, to show folks a train tonight as part of my show. Until then, have a good day. Take care. Bye bye. Take care, Papa John. I'm signing off.